love being a storyteller. Storytelling for me has always been a way of sort of exercising my right to have a voice. I feel like when I was growing up, I wanted somebody to tell my story. I wanted somebody to see it from my point of view. My mom was a single parent, and so it was just the two of us. I have an older sister, but we're 14 years apart. She had long gone to school, and it was just my mother and I was a latchkey kid, so I was involved in a lot of after-school activities. And then by the time I got to high school, I was the president of the drama club. I was all about it. There was something about performing, there was something about writing that made me feel like, okay, this is something that I could see myself doing for the rest of my life. Bridget is my former drama teacher from high school. She would give me the best advice. She was like one of my first mentors out the gate.
Devan walked into my classroom. She was extremely confident, just always a go-getter and an extremely brilliant young lady. I put her in contact with a young man named Cody Canty, who was also alumni of Full Sail, but he and Devan became really close friends.
Every time I talked to him, he was talking about how great his classes were, and I was just like, I'm so jealous. I've got to get out there to see this school that you keep talking about so much. By the 6th month of Full Sail, I was rocking and rolling. I had friends, I was loving my classes, and I was just like, I can do this. And being at Full Sail in those early years, those are some of the best years of my life.
She graduates from Full Sail, and she's like, yeah, I'm getting my master's. And I'm like, hold up, this young lady's getting her master's before me. And I'm like, this is amazing. But again, it was inspiring. Devan was really living her dreams, and she didn't allow anybody to tell her no.
You have to be a little bit mad, like, to go after some of these goals, because without that madness, it won't propel you forward. I was asked to be the script coordinator for a show called Delilah, and the showrunner came to me and was like, I want you to have some writing opportunities. Why don't you start writing some material? And I was like, wonderful, this is great. So I'm writing and I'm script coordinating at the same time, and then he gives me my first episode. We get to the end of the season, and he says, I want you to write the season finale. It was such a defining moment in my career. This was my time now. It was like, this is what it's all been leading up to. You gotta put up or shut up. You have to step up. And I pulled it off. You get to a point where you have to make your own opportunities. You have to make your own work. And I was like, I'm gonna start my own production company. Yes, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna boss up and start my own production company. After all these years of kind of working on whatever would come my way or taking every opportunity that I was given, now I can actually create opportunities for myself that make me feel like, okay, I'm the boss. It's important for me to give back to the community because somebody paid it forward for me. The feeling that I get when I work with the students at Kids in the Spotlight, when we take their just initial conception of an idea and we produce their film, I get excited by teaching, and I get excited when they get excited, and your students always end up teaching you something.
It's not often that older people talk about how inspiring younger people can be to them, but it's different with Devan. She's just really inspired me. I'm so, so proud of her. She's the person that makes me say, okay, I was there for a reason. And I'm so grateful for that.
In a way, I feel like being inducted into the Hall of Fame means like the work that I've been doing the last 10 years has not gone unnoticed. It means the world to me to be able to have my university recognize me in this way. People see the work that I've done and they want to highlight me for it, and it makes me feel good about myself. I'm going to be a storyteller until the day that I die. As a writer, you can think, wow, everybody showed up to set today because of me, because of words that I put on a page. Getting out this release of emotion and being able to share it with other people and have them understand where it is I'm coming from, there's nothing like that.